Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC, we're going to talk about Ethereum, and we're going to talk about some of these alt, BNB, Link, and all that good stuff, guys. So if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to join the public Telegram group, link in the description. So guys, make sure to hit the likes if you just joined the streaming, right? If you're watching later on, make sure to hit the likes also, right before you watch the good stuff, right? So because I'm gonna give you all the good stuff and all that good stuff, man. So now let's dive into the analysis regarding BTC. The market is dipping down, just as we expected, right? We said just be cautious because we can still dump down to the 50% pullback and all that good stuff. So we're going to talk about BTC starting from the daily basis down to the 15 minutes time frame, right? So we're not gonna focus too much on the higher time frame, right? We're just gonna focus on the lower degree, and over the next like a few days and so on, we're gonna talk about the macro bullish or bearish setup, right? So stay tuned, right? So let's dive into the analysis right now, right? So let's take a look at BTC on a daily basis, right? So if you take a look at BTC on a daily basis, as we said, we're not looking that great, right, on the daily. So even though we got a nice support from the daily 21, as we said on my previous one of my previous live stream, I said, like, we're gonna drop. If we drop back down to the 21 EMA, we temporarily could be expecting a potential support right here. What happened the very next day was, like, right there we pushed back up, got rejected, and could not push back to the daily candle open. So it is a bearish setup, and we basically closed below the daily 21 EMA. So bulls definitely gonna be could be in trouble in the short term if bears want to basically play the bearish setup, right? Do this right here. If you take a look at it, so we closed below the daily 21, so that's not good at all. So even if we push to the upside, bears might be trying to enter more short position just to try to drag the price lower, and we're going to talk about what type of lower prices we're talking about, right? If we push to the upside, we're also going to talk about that this resistance level, just about like a 40k up to a 41k on, and all that good stuff, right? So let me make sure the sound is good, so we won't do it like last time. So let me know if the sound is good. I'm getting 2018 pissed. No, it's not 2018 bear market, man. It's not gonna be like 2018. This one could be shorter, right? If we're gonna be in a bear market, right? Yeah, I think the sound is good, right? So daily, it is in favor of the bears, right? So now let's take a look at the 8 hour to 6 hour time frame. So we haven't talked about the 8 hour time frame over the last few weeks and so on, because the 6 hour time frame was good enough to rely on, right? So we take a look at the 8 hour right now. Not looking great. A support right here on 8 hour 21 with a very low buy volume. So even though it is Gemini, right, it is still, we just have to rely on it, right? So very low buy volume at support area, and you see what happened, right? We dumped down, okay, dumped down to like a low 37k, which is basically our premium target. We said we're going to be looking for down to like a 37k. Price just dipped down to like a 37.2, okay, and try to push back up, and we're going to talk about all that good stuff, how bulls are trying to basically buy the dip in this range, and why they looking to buy the dip, right? So 6 hour time frame, we got a good buy volume right here below the daily, below the 6 hour 21, 21 EMA fading away, so that's not a good sign. MACD already bearish, that's not a good sign. Buy volume over the last few hours very low, so bulls basically just need to you know just need to get a higher volume in this range. Okay, we at support area right here. As you can see, we got multiple touches, right? One touch right here, another one, and another one. So most likely bulls gonna be, going to try to defend the low 37. Okay, we're already above 38, and we're gonna talk about like why I'm still looking for like a potential pushback up to 39.5. Okay, that's just going to be a short-term trade, right? If bulls push back up to not 37.5, 39.5, what type of a reaction we're gonna get there? We're gonna break it down. All right, guys. So now let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame, right? So if you take a look at the 4-hour time frame right here, similar structure, price action getting a support from the 4-hour 21 EMA, right? MACD, it is still negative, but we did not get any sort of like a strong negative divergence. You see what I'm saying? Even though, we're making, a strong downtrend right here, we haven't seen like a big reversal on the 4-hour. You see what I'm saying? Yes, we got a rejection right here, but it wasn't like a reversal. That was the absolute top. So it means like price can still get back up to the top right here, and MACD could basically get forced to stay down. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Okay, it could be forced to stay down, or it can even like reverse back up. We just don't know, right? But what we're saying is like, if the move is strong enough, MACD could be forced to push back up, but it could be a bearish setup. You see what I'm saying? So bears right now, they in total control. Okay, that's one of the setup we could be anticipating over the next like a few hours, and the other possible setup we're going to talk about it on a lower degree, right? So now let's dive into the hourly basis and all that good stuff, right? So on the hourly basis right here, I like the hourly just because hourly is giving us a bullish signal, even though everything says it is bearish, like daily down to 4 hour is saying like it is bearish. But the hourly right here, if we take a look at the hourly time frame, right, you guys know I love bullish divergences, right, and bearish divergences, right, especially on the 6 hour. But on the hourly right now, as you can see right here, if you like to trade the hourly time frame, we got a nice bullish divergence right here. Okay, and all these bullish divergences over the last few days, they've been pretty successful. Okay, I can give you multiple examples, right? We got one right here. Okay, that's why we did not short BTC. Even though we long it right here and price action was dumping back down, we knew exactly what was going on, and we said just put a stop loss at 33, because this range right here was 0.618, right? So if you do a swing low to swing high, actually 50% pullback. We did not even retest the 0.618. 0.618 was 33.5. So we said just put a stop loss at 33, because if we break the 618, we're likely to drop lower. Okay, so that's one right here, right there, right? So we got a nice right there, and right here we expecting another one right here. Okay, right there. All right, so take a look at the bullish divergence we got right there, right there, right there, right there. Okay, got another one right here. This one was a very strong move, right? Was a wedge pattern, right, plus a bullish divergence. It is a strong in general it tends to be a strong reversal pattern, and as you can see, we did pump all the way up to like a 39. Okay, so right there, right? So I think that's enough. Okay, the concept is like just to show you guys like these type of setups, right? They tend to be very successful, right? So on the hourly, basically that's what we could get in the short term. It is not even like a big trade, but most bulls going to be anticipating a potential move to the upside right here. Okay, so resistance going to be just about like a 39, right, to 39.5, right? Or if you want to basically play with your your fibs, you can basically do this. Okay, swing high down to swing low, right? And you could be looking for up to 0.618. 0.618, it is just about like 39.7. So exactly that's what we are looking, that's what we're saying, even if we're not even using our Fibonacci on the way up, right? So we're going to be looking for 50% to a 0.618 for a potential rejection. Remember, 6 hour, daily, and everything is bearish. So even though the 1 hour time frame is saying like we can pump, that could just give like the bears more opportunities to basically start to a short right around this area. Okay, if the move is if like we get a overextended move, it could just push to the upside up to 40k and get rejected, right? So something to basically keep in mind. So that's why I was trying to show you on the 6 hour, right? We can still do this. Okay, so first rejection area going to be 39.5, 39.7, and second rejection level to look for is going to be just about like a 406 again. Okay, 40.6 basically, right? So if we take a look at it on the 6 hour again, on the 6 hour, that's what I was trying to show you, right? Right there, MACD right here, right? It could try to flip bullish, right? Either it can flip bullish entirely and retest the top. Price action could create a lower low. If the move we're looking for at 39.7 doesn't hold, right, price action can still pump to like a 408, 406 range and could get the rejection with a bearish divergence. Okay, so either way we look at it, both setups could be, a strong bear setup. Okay, the only bullish setup I can find right now is the reversal back up as of now in the short term. Like from 37, we talk about in our premium why we were looking for 37. Okay, so now let's take a look at why we were looking for 37 on the lower degree. Okay, so if you take a look at right here, from swing low, right, from 31k up to 41k, 382, it is just about like a 37 right here. So if you do a swing low from just about like 34.5, right, 0.618, it is just about like what, 37. So that's why we were saying, either way we look at it, right, most likely, okay, bulls gonna be buying the dip at some point right here. Even if like we're gonna break it, it could take time to break the 37k range. Okay, so we're gonna be looking for this move, right, and potentially that move, but the most important is like the move up to a 39.7. okay, 39.7 plus we got a trend line support right there. Okay, so that give it a plus, right? That give it a potential short-term reversal. If it breaks it, definitely we know exactly we're gonna be going down all the way down to 0.618. Okay, if the setup fails, we got the 34.5 support right here at 0.618, which is the 0.618 of the entire move. This is what I'm saying. We've seen these type of setups before, like when BTC was right here. Okay, we've seen it before right there. I don't know if you guys remember when BTC was right here. Also, what I was saying, like I was like, we're gonna drop back down here just about like 52.3, 52.6 range, and we did that exactly, pushed it upside and created this bearish divergence right there. So we just have to remember these type of setups, because most of the time you're gonna basically you're gonna have to deal with this type of setups. So if you take a look at it on the 6 hour, right there, okay, that's why I'm saying right here, right, there is a potential bear setup either from 39 or 40k right here. Okay, where MACD gonna basically do this, and then we're gonna do that, and we're gonna get the double top, or we just get the short from the 39.5. Okay, so 39.5 once again, right, up to 45, 40.5, 40.6 going to be a bear territory, right? So not try to be too bullish in that range in the short term, right? That's a short term analysis, guys, because I don't want sucker to basically you know, do something crazy, and you're gonna be like, oh, you said 39.5 and all that good stuff. That's a short-term trade, okay? And if like we get in, if like trade the setup got invalidated, we're just gonna look for the move down to 34.5, right? So, but it is a beautiful setup, right? It is a beautiful setup. In terms of a triangular formation, we talk about the resistance right here, right? And the other triangular pattern right there, right? Basically acting as a, you know, resistance right here. If you like to play these lines, you could also, you know, try to you know, look at it as a potential resistance. Even if we go back up right here, you could be like, okay, you know, even if we break 40k, you know, we got this, we still got the trend line right there. Okay, so and now we got our potential wedge pattern right here. Okay, so hopefully it makes sense. Sometimes we don't tend to get these type of beautiful setups, clean setups like that, right? Like that. Nice wedge pattern, right? J Boss, thanks a lot for tuning in. Hey, what's up, Pablo Escobar? Savina in the house. Jude says sound is good. Jude XRP 589, thanks a lot for tuning in. Okay, we pumped that sucker 20%. Okay, request pump. Okay, great. Okay, 20%. In general, I don't look for those out like a longer term hold. I don't look for 20%. You know, even a 20% pump in general, it is a hold, right? I'll be looking for like a 4 or 5x move, not like 10, 15, 20% in general, right? Yeah, so now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on 2-day basis, right? Even though we said we're not going to talk about the higher time frame, but 2-day basis, we still you know, bearish. We just opened the new candle, right, 4 hours ago. So let's see, we need to break the closing basis just about like, you know, 40k. So we have to break 40k. Right now it is closing resistance, right? So that's the level we need to close about strongly with a good volume. Okay, MACD, it is still negative. We talk about it's still positive, not negative. So MACD, it is positive. It could flip bearish. It is not going to be a big deal because we said we're going to be looking for what, a double crossover. That's going to be great. Okay, that double crossover could, okay, if we basically get a strong downtrend, right, it could be it could coincide with our, you know, monthly 21 EMA support. All right, the monthly 21 EMA support right there. Okay, right here. So you're not going to see it on the monthly, right? So if you just take a look at the monthly time frame, you're not going to see the bullish crossover or the bullish divergence, right? You're just going to be like, oh, we're at the monthly 21 EMA. But if you just know exactly what's going on, we hit our monthly 21 EMA, plus on the 2-day basis, we're going to get a potential bullish divergence, guys. That's going to be great. Okay, it's not even like sure like we're gonna get a bearish crossover, because if the move is strong in 1 day, right, and get bought up right back up, the MACD might not flip bearish. Okay, it could just retest the you know, the signal line and give us something like that without even crossing bearish. You see what I'm saying? It could do just something like that, and the signal line, the orange line, just gonna support it, and then we're gonna get this move, something like that. I'm just speculating, but we could get something like that if we do not close strongly below like a 30k for like a few days or so. All right, so we're looking good, guys. I think we're looking good in the short term. the 21 EMA on the monthly, it is at 26.28. so it moves. Okay, it is not going to be an exact number. So because if we drop right here, the 21 EMA going to drop also, right? Could turn flat, so it could be anywhere around like 25 to 26, right? Depending on volatility, because it is a moving average, right? So hey, what's up, Southsider, South Sniper, Mellow Yellow in a house. So we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about alt later on. Okay, guys, just keep those alt requests after we talk about the King BTC, right? Okay. So now let me show you guys how we do it, guys. Like I'm gonna show you based on these bullish before we talk about Ethereum, right? These bullish divergences and bearish divergences, right? If you understand how to trade them, guys, you could be just trading the tops and the bottoms and not try to trade the mid-range. You see what I'm saying? So a good example is like in our premium, like Kusama. Okay, talk about Kusama like last week, and I've seen like people have been looking for Kusama $600 and all that good stuff, right? Kusama, we nailed it right here after the retest of the 530s, dropped down to like 460 and so on. We basically called the $400 and basically $340 right here. So we even dip all the way down to like a 325, right? So it all depends which local lows you're using right here. Okay, right here. So I was using the 150 on Binance, right? But it was perfect, right? We hit the 340 exactly from the 460 short. The reason why we basically we were bearish on Kusama, and I've seen like many traders, like other traders, they were bullish on Kusama right here, just by like almost 500. Was still looking for high prices, but in terms of analysis, we did get a bearish divergence right here on the 6 hour, as you can see right here. That's why I'm telling you, BTC could still push back up to 41K. Okay, on the 6 hour. So we got the bearish divergence right there. Was looking for the move down to like a $400. It did that exactly, even though it pushed back up, because the triple quadruple support trend line right here, we ended up still breaking the trend line and hit the target beautifully. Okay, easy setup. Okay, even when Kusama was right here, I think I was talking to someone in the premium group. I was like, don't long it right around like a 350. Wait for like a 250. It did hit like a 256, 257 before the push back up to 550. Okay, easy analysis on the higher time frame, like a 6 hour, right? Another one is like a 1 inch. Take a look at 1 inch. Was a short-term trade, right? On the hourly basis, right? Right here. Okay, you take a look at 1 inch. Took the trade right there, just about like a 370. All right, I think we talked about it yesterday in our premium, in our public group also, when I was showing you why 1 inch was like bearish. Okay, so nice short entry right here, just about like a 360, 365 right there. Dip all the way down to 382. Right now you can see like it is at 382, but we do not have any sort of like a bullish divergence for a potential reversal. Yeah, MACD is crossing bullish, but it is not that strong. Okay, it is not that strong. It can still push back up, right? Retest the 236 Fibonacci, right? And drop back down, retest it, and still drop lower. So this entire range right now could be a correction range, right? Where price action just gonna be moving up and down and all that good stuff, right? Kind of like what we got right here, if you notice well, right? Before the continuation to the downside, right? So if you shorted a 1 inch, right there, still put a stop loss and let the market do the work right now. Nothing else to do. Okay, and it is an easy analysis. You don't do anything. Okay, you don't do anything. You just let this sucker pump, give it like few days to give you a, you know, nice flat correction right here. I saw the flat correction right there, and I was like, I knew it's gonna pump, but most of the time when they pump, they're gonna drop back down to the flat correction range. So, but it did not go that high, right? So it just hit like a $4 and retested 360, consolidated right here. This one was a three-way move also, right? So before the move to the downside, okay? And we talked about it yesterday, right? Regarding the, you know, bearish crossover right there, right? The second bearish crossover. So really a nice 10% short right there, okay? So now let's go ahead and take a look at, I'm watching right now Bitcoin Cash and BNB on the high time frame, right? Not high, but on a 6-hour basis, Bitcoin Cash right here, we got another bullish divergence right there. 6 hour, bang, bang. Okay, MACD just crossed bullish right there. So the only confirmation we need is like not 6 hour but 1 hour, excuse me. The only confirmation we need is like price action just need to break above the 21 EMA just by like $600, and we could get this. You know, it is a short-term trade, but you get the concept, right? You could get this move right here. If we retest it, you know exactly what's going on. You know you don't want to long it at 618 right here. Okay, 618. Even though you got a bullish divergence, just have to be cautious because it is a flat correction, the entire move right there. Okay. So keep an, if you're basically short-term trading, keep an eye on Bitcoin Cash for a possible retest of the 620, right? Let's take a look at BNB. So BNB, same setup right here, as you can see right there. Nice bullish divergence, right? Nice double top. People are gonna call it head and shoulder. That's why I'm saying like be careful with these head and shoulders, because you can clearly see you got a head and shoulder right there, and people are gonna short it, right? But they're gonna ignore the bullish divergence. Okay, your head and shoulder pattern formation could end up being a flat correction, and you could get retest the top just about like a 361 right there, and you don't want to long it at 361. Okay, so that's going to be a shorter, a potential shorter, unless if the move is like a strong, it might not even be that bearish. Okay, because you got a double bottom right here at a support trend line. You just have to be cautious and see if you're going to get some sort of a bearish setup first before you short it. Okay, a good example is like right here. So you can see like a strong move back up. It could have, it could have been a flat, but you can see like we ended up creating an ending diagonal right here. Okay, so if you did short it right here, you're gonna end up waiting for like a days to get your get price back below your entry right here. So you just have to be cautious sometimes with this flat correction, right? But the setup right here did not even call for a short, right? It is a bullish divergence. It wasn't that strong, but you get the concept. Okay, get the concept. Sometimes if like we retest like 90% of the move to the upside, I'll just call it a divergence and let it go. Okay. You're welcome, Willie Moonboy. Thanks a lot for tuning in. No problem, South Sniper. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum next. So Ethereum triple, you could call it triple, quadruple, whatever you want to call it, right? But we could get a potential divergence right here from Ethereum, right? just like what we talked about regarding BNB. I just said BNB did not retest what the anti-low, the absolute low of the bottom formation, right? And ends up basically doing something like that. Let's go back to BNB, right? So I think like alt could be bouncing back up over the next like a few hours. So you take a look at BNB on the hourly, right? The move we talk about right here, right there. You see like the move did, you can see like the move did not completely retest the bottom, right? And we still end up basically making a nice 15% move, right? So if you go back to Ethereum right here, we, you know, I mean, if you take a look at it on the hourly, we good. We even, you know, we don't even need like to check it on the higher time frame, right? So if we take a look at it on the hourly, right, we don't need like a we don't care about like Ethereum retesting the bottom right here. Can it retest it? Yes, this could just be a three-way move, and it could give us a sharp short-term, you know, downtrend right here just to complete the move, right? But looking at the hourly basis, right, we don't even need like the 6-hour time frame. Okay, as of now, right, we still got the bullish divergence right there. So if you take a look at it on the 6-hour, you're gonna be like, oh man, I'm gonna be waiting for Ethereum to retest the lows right there, and we got the bullish divergence right there, right here. Okay, and that could send us back to the top right here. Okay, that could send us back to the top. That's what I'm watching, but let's see, because Ethereum, we initially said we got a setup right here, right? We got this one, right? We talk about this one, and we talk about this one right here. So this move technically, okay, could be should be a strong impulsive wave, but it is not. It is very slow. It is not sharp like this one. Okay, it is not sharp. So if it is slow and we got a support right here, the bullish divergence right here could be in play right there. See what I'm saying? It could be in play. It could be in play. The only possible setup is like it just, the only other possible setup is like it just fell and, you know, just get elongated right here, and we're going to be looking for 0.618 and so on if we do not get this move back up. But let's see what we're going to get over the next few days, right? So, but resistance is right here for now, right? Just about like 26.12 right now. That's why I didn't want to long Ethereum right here. Did not try to long Ethereum at 26, because I was like, we got this flat correction, so no need to be long in the top. This is a flat, so no need to long right here. Either short it or let it go. Let it go, let it go. Hey, what's up, J Boss? Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. I appreciate the tip, man. Making me buy more XRP and waiting for 589. Yes, Bitcoin Cash. The thing with Bitcoin Cash, let's go ahead and take a look. You have to pay attention to a BCH, BTC, because if an alt is not bullish versus BTC, right, it means like it is not going to do much. Okay, versus BTC, we got a potential ending diagonal right here. It could be it could create a short, it could make some noise. I just don't know how high it can go, but we got a nice bullish divergence, right? So this alone confirmed the short-term trade we just talked about regarding Bitcoin Cash. Okay, this alone, right, confirmed the potential big move, not big move, but reversal from Bitcoin Cash, right? But Bitcoin Cash, you know, we were talking about it back in like, you know, January and so on, when you know, March, I think March, right, when Bitcoin Cash was right here. We said it's gonna pump back up, and we're gonna be looking for right here, okay, right there, almost like August, you know, 2020 highs, right? August 2020 highs. I don't know if you guys remember, but we were talking about the ending diagonal right there, and I was like, guys, this sucker gonna pump back up, and we're gonna be looking for August 2020 highs. Most alt they pump at least to their August 2020 highs. Some of them broke it, but Bitcoin Cash did not break the August 2020 highs, right? So right now it looks kind of ugly. Okay, the chart is not really friendly. On the daily, we could get a bullish crossover right here, and that could come from the shorter term analysis. We just said if we push back up right here, we got resistance just about like a 0.02. So that's another basically potential 30% move versus BTC. Right, we at 0.015. Okay, but it is going to be just a short-term trade, right? So, and you can see like this move is not like a, you know, a uncommon move. Okay, we got the same setup right here. You can see the same setup right there. Right there, okay? That's the same exact setup. And this is live, guys. I'm showing you all of these good stuff, right? Live. So if we push back up, just don't be too bullish at like a 0.02 BTC. Okay. That's a 30% move, right? Let's see if we can get a 30% move. If that's the case, okay. Yeah, right here, just to go back up to 720. Okay, assuming like BTC going to stay the same, right? Yeah, we do have a divergence right there. Okay, so I wouldn't be shorting this alt, like unless like something like is, you know, something is basically showing a bearish divergence, like you know, on the hourly. That means like if you short it, you know, it dumps like 10%, you got a room to put your, you know, put your stop loss, stuff like that. But you don't want to, you know, short them like after a 6-hour bullish divergence, or even like a, you know, daily bullish divergence, right? So let's take a look at Tomo, right? I just updated Tomo. Tomo is another setup, right? I'm shorting. So let's see. So Tomo, I didn't check the daily basis, but I just went by the hourly. But we got a daily resistance right here, just about the daily 100 EMA, right? If we take a look at it on the hourly basis, right, kind of choppy, but sucker. So on the hourly basis, what we got right here, we got a potential, just like a potential ending diagonal, just like 1 inch. Okay, so we got 5 wave right here, and the 5th wave could be a potential let's do this. I can just count 5 wave right here, right? So somewhere around here. Okay, that could be 5 waves, right? And right there on a 2-hour basis, you can see that we got a strong divergence right here. We're not even getting yet, we don't even have a bullish crossover yet. It is kind of aggressive because the 2-hour time frame, right, could basically be, you know, could give us a fake out right here before the second bearish crossover. Technically, all right, I was supposed to wait for the second bearish crossover to take a short, but I just you know, start you know, shorting it right there. Okay, if it goes higher, I can still enter, because we just about like, I can just add to a position because we still at the daily 100 EMA, so we're not going to basically break out too far away from it, right? We're still going to come back down to it, right? So yes, it could give us a potential fake out, but let's see what we're gonna get, right? We just got a big sell volume right here. I just don't like Tomo. The volume is so low sometimes. I mean, not sometimes, but the volume is very low, right? So if you try to take a big position, you know, it's gonna give you a tough time, right, to get it filled. So you cannot basically try to take a you know, a big position on it. Yeah, but let's see. I missed this one, right? I actually was trying to short it right here, and I was like, what I'm doing right here at the shorting Tomo after a bullish divergence right here. Sometimes you just get overconfident and you forget about, like, you know, you forget about you shorting like a bullish divergence, right? So but don't short a bullish divergence, and don't long a bearish divergence, right? Just to stay safe, because we got unlimited opportunities with these alter, like unlimited setups, so no need to take a risk. I think really talk about Tether, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at Tether. I think it's Tether. I don't even know how to spell that sucker. Tether. So Tether, be cautious. Seems like we could get a potential short-term top formation, right? And I'm loving these bearish setups, right, on the lower degree. That's why I love bear market, because you can short as much as you can. Okay, so let's leave it right here. That's a 50% pullback. 0.618 is right there. So on Tether, let's take a look at it on the 6 hour before we. So Tether, so it is still strong on the 6 hour. Really would still wait, because we got the $12 $13 resistance, and we got the $10 resistance right here. So if we break the $10 resistance, we just have to wait on the 6 hour basis. So no need to short it, right? On the low degree, like you know, it looks like it looks bearish, right? It's not even that bearish. Okay, I don't see anything bearish. I mean, I do see something bearish. I could just call this a bearish divergence, right? But it is not guaranteed it will be one, because MACD, it is still facing up. So we still have to wait, right? So hourly, it is not that bad. It is a double crossover. Yeah, hourly. Let's just remove this sucker right here. So hourly, yeah, on hourly you got this move. It is still strong. Okay, the only thing you could say is like you got this move down like that, right? And you got this move right here. Okay, so short-term analysis, you could say, hey, we could still at least drop back down to retest the $9 range, and could basically use our trend line support right here temporarily. Okay, and then after that we're gonna wait. So it dropped down to like low $9 could basically just be a temporary support area, and we're gonna see if the bearish divergence right here going to be playing out. You see what I'm saying? Because on the 6 hour, I don't see a 6 hour looks pretty good, so I wouldn't even mess with the hourly right now. You see what I'm saying? It looks good. Okay, you gotta get a bearish crossover on the 6 hour, then you're gonna be like, I got this move. You see what I'm saying? If your 6 hour basically flip bearish right here, then you're gonna call a bearish divergence right there. You see what I'm saying? Okay, kind of like the one you got right here. We did not get the bullish crossover, so you call for the bearish divergence, and bang, you got the move to the downside. So just suck it up. I wait for the next like a few hours, like you know, 12 to 24 hours, to see if we can break the $9.810 and basically could be headed to like a $13. Okay, if we break down, basically just have to suck it up. 50% right here, 6.4 to like a 5.5. Thanks for the question, because I'm gonna keep an eye on it myself, right? It's fine, man. I don't care about spelling, man. Charting doesn't have anything to do with spelling. You just wanna get the job done. That's it. I don't care if you spell Bitcoin with a C or with a K, as long as you don't get wrecked. Okay, you go to equipment. I be falling asleep. I don't know. Pablo is asking for TFUEL. Let's take a look at TF. This one I got it right. So TFUEL, top formation right here. I don't think we analyzed it on a lower degree last time. I think we analyzed it on what? On the high time frame, if I remember. Yeah, so on the higher time frame, we're still looking good. Okay, so what we were saying was like, if I remember well, wait for a we did get the crossover right here. Okay, we said we got the crossover, price action above the 21 EMA, top formation right here. Just wait around the top. It's breaking it, so I don't see anything bearish. Okay, if we break it, we could drop down here, but right now we got the bullish crossover. It looks pretty strong. The only way we could be bearish is like if we get some sort of rejection right now and MACD get forced to basically cross bearish. But as of now, I would just suck it up and stay with the trend if you're already in. But should you buy in right now? I don't know. It looks strong. Okay, take a look at it on the 8 hour. 8 hour, we got bang right here, a hidden bullish divergence, right there, low, price action making this high, so we could be retesting the 66 cents short term, right? But guys, remember the two-day basis, it is still bullish, right? However, okay, if this sucker doesn't basically break the top right here, right, again on the 8 hour basis, right, give us another bearish crossover, we could get the rejection down here. Okay, or even break it, because the hidden bullish divergence, right, started at 40 cents. It means like if it fails, price action has to basically, not has to, but could break the 40 cents. Okay, so it's your call. Okay, I just do the analysis and you make the call, right? But I would go with the high time frame and just suck it up, and if we drop back down to 40 cents, we'll just buy the dip right here, because overall you're gonna get the flat correction. You're gonna get this 3 move up, and you could get another 3-way move down right here, and even go high after that, right? So but let's see how it plays out, right? Across Canada, let me see, Tater. Yellow Mellow in the house, smash the like. Smash the likes, guys. Let's see. Man, if you don't know how to spell Tater, don't trade it. Don't trade it. I'm just joking, right? You're gonna basically stay on the sideline. You missed it. Is there Mark? Are you talking about Tether? Pablo Escobar. We talk about strengths. Let's talk about Verge, guys. You gotta remind me about your coin, because otherwise I don't read the chat room like all the way up to the top. So XBG Verge. Verge, it doesn't have enough history, on the USD for me to and I see you talk about like 8 cents, right? It's too early to talk about 8 cents. It's just like 2.5 cents right now. Oh, 8 penny again. It doesn't have enough history. I would just stick with XVG BTC. I think I remember Verge, right? On the first move right here back in November, I think you were bullish on this move. I was like, wait for it, it's gonna give you back this move. So if you've been holding Verge like since like the 25 sats, I wouldn't even be waiting for like 8 sats and so on. Like, you're still up on your BTC nearly 3x, right? You're still up on your BTC, and that's the most important right now. So I would, okay, I'm not saying to buy or sell, but I would say either suck it up, stay into BTC and wait for it to cool off to add more, instead of waiting for like 8 cents, because 8 cents will all depend on BTC, what BTC is going to do. You cannot say like Verge is going to go to 8 cents if BTC is going to like, let's say below 30K, okay? It's not going to be easy for Verge to break out, okay? On a 3-day basis, we now, negative. We're going to retest the, 200 sats at some point, right? You could just suck it up, take profits right there and just leave it. I don't know if that's going to be 8 cents or it's just going to be, 200 sats. I just don't know, right? Because 200 sats could be even like 10 cents. You don't know what's the price of BTC going to be at that time, right? But I like the chart. I like the bottom formation right here from the 20 sats, and it pumped all the way up to like 150. Yeah, it already pumped to the June prices right there, May, June prices for 2019. So most alt, they cannot break this resistance for some reason. Right there. Right here. So if we break it, we're just going to be going back up to March, right? April 2019 resistance right here. That's when BTC broke out from like a 3,700 all the way up to 14K. So that's the resistance you're going to be looking for. Next. Stinger in the house. Yeah, Tether fuel is at 60 cents. CNS. The chart looks really good, even though it doesn't have enough volume. It is just a parabolic move to the upside, a parabolic move to the downside, a good buy volume right here. So it is under accumulation. I don't know who's accumulating it, but the chart looks really good, really good, man. And the August highs right here, 30 sats. So it's like a, is it 30 sats? That's 2 4. So yep, 30 sats. That's the September August rejection. So it worth like putting $1 in it and get $30 out, I mean $15 out of it. It looks really good. I like the buying pressure right here at the bottom. When this thing takes off, I don't know when, really, it could move sideways for a month, right? But this buying pressure right here, when it takes off, people are not going to be selling. I think we talk about everything, right? Talk about BTC, Ethereum, and all that good stuff. So let's go back to BTC. So let's go back to Tezos. Let's go ahead and take a look at Tezos for the Tezos Moon Boys. So Tezos, even though like you know, it's not breaking out versus BTC as expected, the thing is it is still above like a support area. If you've been buying Tezos like since like, you know, let's say November, January, December, something like that, right? November, you know, up to January, it is still above like a support area. Support is just about like 6,000 to 7,000. We're still trading around like, you know, 9,000. Okay, and whenever Tezos like pump 5%, people want to try to pump it. Oh, Tezos going to the moon. It is just consolidating. Okay, it is still consolidating. It could retest the you know, 6,000 to 7,000 sats right there. So if BTC breaks down, we could, you know, just get this move down, right, instead of the support trend line right here. So keep an eye on you know, 6,000 to 7,000 support area. We still got the 20,000 target right here. I'm still holding on to my Tezos, and I don't worry about like Tezos dropping down below 6,000 right here. Okay, and we're not yet at our, you know, August high. We just talked about the August high for most alt, right? Just talk about like Verge, XVG, Verge, right? Bitcoin Cash. But Tezos still not yet at the 35,000 sats. So you take a look at it just in terms of BTC, it is a 5x move. Okay, it is a 5x move versus BTC from the 6,000 sats. So it means that you put 1 BTC, you get 6 BTC right here, regardless of the BTC price. Okay, so Tezos has a very juicy setup. It just like, you know, it is moving slow, that's all. Okay, and when it moves, it's gonna move fast. Okay, yeah, let's see what type of if you're gonna get some sort of a consolidation right here, 6,000 to 7,000 again. If we get it before end of the year, that's going to be nice, because it is going to be a 6x move up to basically 35,000 sats, right? Not, you know, not 3,000, but 35,000. So it worth it. Okay, it is a 5x move potentially versus BTC, right? I'm not saying like to sit in front of the computer 24 hours and waiting for it. It's like you just put it in. I just put it in a ledger, and that's it. I don't even look at it. You will know when BitBoy start like talking about Tezos, you know it's time to it's time for the pump. I'm just joking, but you know what I mean. Like when crypto YouTubers start, you know, start talking about Tezos and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of bearish continuation pattern. You know, we got one right here again. So let's see if this one going to create a potential ending diagonal. Yep, we got a look at what we got right here. Look at what we got right here. Bearish. Look at what we got right here. Bearish. Okay. However, okay, you could also call for a hidden bullish divergence, right? That's why you got to be very cautious, because you could call for this like a bear will be shorting, gonna call for this. If a bear, I mean, if you're a bear, if you bearish on Zcash and you did not short the 140, you don't need to mess with 104. I mean 144. You don't need to mess with it right now. But a bull might be saying we got a hidden bullish divergence right here. Okay, price action is making higher lows, right? MACD is making lower lows right there. Let's remove this. So that setup right here is temporarily right bullish. It could send the price back up to the top, right? And you're gonna get another bearish divergence right here, a stronger one, where MACD is now going to break their top and you're still gonna get the high highs. Okay, that's possible. Okay, it is just to show you like these setups so you know exactly what to look for, right? And that's not even like hourly, that's like 2-hour basis. Yeah, on the hourly basis, you got this move, right? It is already bearish. Kind of look like the 1-inch setup, right? Just have to wait a bit. If you're bullish, right, you want to wait for a bullish divergence right here, where price action could still make a lower low right here, and MACD gonna give us a double crossover like that. Okay, it is a little bit technical, right, depending on which time frame you're looking at. But if you basically just want to be, you know, just want to take it easy, you just say we got 5 waves, that's it. And I'm going to be looking for what? I don't care about bullish divergence and anything. Even if I get wrecked, we got our 5 waves. I'm going to short this sucker and I'm going to be looking for 0.6 on it. But you do have this move, but it is always better, right, whichever time frame you're shorting, or you basically not shorting, but yeah, you're shorting, right? You want to short when your MACD is around here. For instance, like if you're shorting on the hourly, you don't want to short like when MACD is completely down. I mean, you can still short technically right there, but the safer, right, the safer, I mean, the higher the MACD, right, above the histogram, the safer it is. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So for instance, if you wanted to short this setup, right, you wanted to short right here, not right here. So I'm saying, yes, it could still drop down, but your chances, the probability of you making a lot more profits, it is going to be when you take a position in this range. You see what I'm saying? Same thing goes with the with the long position. You want a long when things are right here. You don't necessarily have to long, but psychologically it just gives you a better confidence, like I got a higher chance of making profits when I long these bullish divergences right here, not right there. Right here, you want to look for a hidden bullish divergence, right? When MACD is around this range. Okay, you want to look for hidden bullish divergence. And when MACD is around this range, you want to look for what? A hidden bearish divergence. Do you see what I'm saying? Where MACD going to be making, like for instance, let's go ahead and take a look at BTC. I'm going to give you a very good example on BTC, right? Let's take a look at it on, I don't want to remove this. Let's take a look at it on the 6 hour, right? So a good example is like on the 6 hour, right? Let's take a look at it 4 hour. Actually looks better for it. For instance, like, you know, when you're looking for a long position on BTC, right? You don't want to long it like right here. You see what I'm saying? Your MACD is already, you know, way up, okay, with a bullish divergence. Started with a bullish divergence right here and traveled all the way up to like a 39K. That's why we shorted at 39K, right? If you take a look at it right here, you don't want to short you don't want to short at 31K. Why? Because you got a bullish divergence right here on your MACD. Okay, so yeah, it looks better on the 6 hour, the bullish divergence right here. You don't want to short right here. That's why we long it right here. Why we long it also? MACD is right here at the bottom. Right here, you want to be, you know, focusing on what? Shorts, like a bigger, you know, long position, a bigger position, or a bigger, basically longer term trade. You want to be focusing on what? A short position. You see what I'm saying? Because your MACD is around here, so that's the level where you want to be looking for shorts, like a weakness. It's like double top like that. Okay, that means like, you know, something like that, bearish divergence, and then you're gonna start looking for a long right here. Pretty easy. Okay. All right. So on the 6 hour, that's the only possible bearish setup I can find on BTC. Is like either we get this move down, or we just get this move down. Let's just focus on the short-term setup, not calling for 30K so far, right? We're just gonna focus on this move. Okay, the big question is, again, right there, are we gonna get this move right here in this box? Are we gonna get? That's a big question. Okay, are we gonna get this move, this red box right here? It could be a week, it could be a, you know, a trend, it could be anything. Okay, and that's what I'm looking for actually right now, this move. So I got 39.5, and we could get the 406. Thanks a lot, J Boss. Thanks a lot for the tip, man. I just saw it. What's my thought on Dash? Shark X. I mean, it doesn't seem like it has a you know, a good history, but gotta give it like a few more. Gotta give it a few more weeks. We got a bullish divergence right here, but we just don't know what type of play we're gonna get. Are we gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or are we just gonna get 1, 2, 3 right here and even down here? We don't know. Okay, so gotta wait and see if we're gonna get a bullish divergence right here. Then we're gonna be, you know, calling for this move. Okay, it looks like it is at 50% to 0.618, exactly at 0.618. So that's why we're getting the stronger push. It is going to retest it. Okay, it is going to retest it, and if we get the bullet, if it retests it, you're going to get a bullish divergence. That's just for sure, right? That's like you got a 90% chance to get a bullish divergence right here. So the next move going to be the big question: are we going to break the resistance, or it is going to basically just do this? But it doesn't have enough history. That's the only thing I can do on it. What's my thought on Dash? Yeah, Dash been accumulating right here, so a nice accumulation range right here. You know, broke out the wedge pattern, so just need to hold support right there. Right, just need to hold support right there for now. Okay, in the short term. It doesn't look bad. It is close to the bottom. So let's see if the support right here doesn't hold. You could definitely lose the bullishness right here. Okay. But if we keep up with the momentum, that's going to be a good move, because bulls could be calling for 0.618 back up potentially, right? Let's just say 50%, since like market is technically bearish, right? Just look for 382 to 50%, right? But the bottom, it could retest the bottom also if the bullish divergence right here fails. Let's go back to BTC. Another good example is like, right here, link, right, bullish divergence right there, right here, right, push to the upside, drop back down, right, retest the 50% pullback, bang, created the double top, double bottom. So that's the setup you're looking for right now, right here. This move, it's gonna retest the 22, actually 24, something like that right here. But it broke above the 25.5, right, up to 26. But you got the concept. That's just the range. But the thing is, you gotta buy when things are here. Okay, right there, you want to buy when things are here. You want to sell when things are right there. It just help like simplify your trading strategy, right? For instance, if you want to short link right now, you might be like, okay, we already right here, so it might not be a good idea to be shorting. You see what I'm saying? So you already help yourself and save yourself from getting wrecked, right? If things don't go as planned, right? But it doesn't mean, once again, it cannot drop lower, but you're gonna have to do a deeper analysis, right? Alright guys, I'm just gonna call it a day. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Alright.